Merry meet all. Summer's Bealtaine, but we're getting fast into the midsummer solstice, even though it hasn't really felt like summer. We've had a day here or there, and then, funny things appear in the sky, and then, lo and behold, it's deluge and cloudy. It's all very suspicious. Yeah? That's enough I'll say about that on here. But, hey Marilyn, Bridget, Buffy, hey, where we go? Afternoon noodle-oodles. Who wants noodle-oodles? I'm so excited. My girl, Freya, she started laying eggs, and she's so proud of herself. She's so sweet. And I'm going to maneuver myself so I can do things with. Oh, guys, you're not going to let me wait, are you? Hang on. Oh, go. I love noodle-oodles. Come on, let me get in here. Oh, fine. Oh no. I need to get to the bowl. Oh, sorry, honey. Sunna, she does it. Oh, he's so cute. But yeah, she's so happy with herself this morning. She's like, Mom, look. I laid an egg. So this beautiful boy here, he's Fawn. He is the biggest sook on the planet, like big time. Opposite him with bright yellow beak, that's Frigg. He's another boy. And Frigg is just such a gentleman. And this one here, Freya, she is the sookiest. Oh, they're all sooky. But she does the puppy dog whimpers. So she started laying eggs. No, it's a clever girl. Yeah. No. And Sunna, the pale beak, her beak is starting to turn yellow. It's not quite yellow yet, but it's just like a little spot on the top of the beak. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. She does the sound of Curly, from the Three Stooges. And that sound too. Sunna. She's got the most beautiful bright blue eyes. But I very much love my duckies. But yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of a share announcement. That my girl, she's starting to lay eggs. No. Now, I'm vegan, so I don't eat the eggs. However, if I was ever to go lacto-ovo vegetarian or ovo-vegetarian, basically that means people who are basically vegan but they still eat eggs, and if they are lacto-ovo, that means they still consume dairy. So a lot of people who are Hindu aren't actually vegan. They're usually lacto-vegetarian or lacto-ovo vegetarian, so they still consume dairy and eggs. But yeah, if I was in a situation where I had no food and that sort of thing, I would consume like eggs, just boiled eggs. But I'm vegan for health reasons and ethical reasons, but health-wise, they aren't really the best for you. They're not really classified as a food, but they're so rich in calories that, all your fats and your carbs and protein, more so fats and protein, that it's a good way to get calories when your choices of food are limited. You might not have had a good harvest. You might have been rained out, and probably leads me to another post I want to make in regards to growing your own food here in Australia, here in Victoria, especially in the regional areas, that especially those of my yolk that are European ancestry, that there's some things I think we're going to have to do to going forward if we're going to survive what's coming and what's going on. Otherwise we're going to have no food. we're already struggling now. So anyway, it's not a doom and gloom. It's I actually think it's an opportunity, and I can't say a lot of things on this platform, so I won't say those things. But there's a lot of things that our folk have been going through, and it's getting really desperate in some ways, and in particular our folk, that this, what's going on, what's happening, what I think some people are doing that's creating our problems. Hey Mr. Blackbird. Hey Mr. Norris. I don't know if I picked that up on the camera, but I think it might be an opportunity. But anyway, I'll save it for another post. But I thought I'd do a share of my duckies and their afternoon noodle-oodles. You know, they say don't give them bread or, you know, things like that. However, it's just plain boiled noodles. But the noodles I give them in the morning, I actually do put nutritional yeast in there. And it tastes like cheese, grated cheese or parmesan. And it's something I have as a vegan in my food on a daily basis to get my B. What people don't realise is most animals that they consume are actually supplemented with vitamin B. So they're getting a secondary source anyway. And the reason why vitamin B is such an issue for everybody, whether you're vegan or not, is because our soil is shit. Our practices of how we've been tending land and agriculture, big ag, has depleted our soil. Monoculture, just having one kind of livestock grazing non-stop. Lack of regeneration, that sort of thing. And you know, there is solutions out there, but unfortunately what seems to be with a lot of the so-called green things that are going on out there that are supposed to be, you know, government care sort of thing, they aren't really green. It's just like a label, like when you look into it, they're just not. Oh, Frigg, just be gentle. They're hornbags. Yeah. Zoomies. Be gentle, Frigg. They grab the back of the female's neck and jump on like a surfboard. There you go, bit of duck porn for you. Fawn, come on, dude. And sometimes the other boys help keep the place. It's like this big orgy, pagan ritual fest. Fawn, good boy. It's like, yay, we're keeping our species going, and they get very excited when it comes to sexy time. Basically, they're all right into it. So you know. You just gotta be. I'll do a separate vlog on this because it can be a sensitive issue when you have drakes, basically male ducks, and they can be quite rough, and they are. I've never come across an animal or critter that's such a hornbag. Like they'll go at it all night. So you know, I think I'll do a post on that because it's a sensitive issue, and I'll just talk about my experience of managing them so the female doesn't get too ruffled up and she gets a break. I've got 2 girls, 2 boys. They do say to have more girls to boys ratio wise, but my bringing up of my ducks is a little bit different, which I'll bring up then too. So how I bring my ducks up, I do pacify the boys a little bit, just I think purely on the amount of interaction I have with them. They know I'm the big bird, I'm the top bird, and no, I don't hurt my ducks or anything like that. Hello, they're just like perpetual children. Hello babies, woo! They're so cute. I swear, I think one of the things I want to do quite a few posts on these ducks, on ducks in general, but something that I wasn't prepared for with ducks is just how excited they are about everything. you know, they might have seen or done something a gazillion times before, but each time it's always the biggest excitement for them. Each time they go into the bathtub, it's just always an amazing thing. Each time they get noodle noodles in the afternoon, or, you know, the noodles with the vitamin B in the morning, or anything. Like, it doesn't matter how many times, it's always new and exciting for them. And they wag their tails like dogs. They're literally like dogs with feathers. They truly are. They're quite intelligent. They will follow you around and all sorts. And the wagging of the tail just kills me. But anyway, I'll do a post on that. There's quite a few posts I've already done on, you know, my critters in general, but I haven't loaded them onto YouTube because I was loading them onto Odyssey. But when I get around to it, I want to try and learn how to edit videos. And I have no idea. I have no cash. I need to get an actual proper camera. This is just a little tiny, you know, $100 Canon digital pic. You know, it's like a 2-inch small compact camera. That's what I've been all this time filming with. I'd like to get a decent camera because then I can get stuff like the moon phases at night, all that sort of thing. I really would love to do that. I would like to provide some really nice aesthetic content as well, so we'll get there. Onwards and forwards and onwards. We'll get there. Just takes a while to do this sort of thing, doesn't it? There's only so many hours in the day. No, my puppy ducks. But yeah, leaving with their excitement is so contagious. And if someone said to me, you can only have one kind of animal, and, you know, I love all my critters, my chickens, and, you know, I would say my ducks. Yeah. And I think it's down to the amount of interaction I have to have with them every day to keep them the way they are, and, you know, that sort of thing. When you have an animal that's domesticated like this, they do require extra love and attention, just like, you know, horses, you know. So anyway, blessed be Mary Part. Hope you're all keeping sane. I will actually upload this to YouTube sooner than all the other predecessing vlogs I've done on my birds. So, you know, when I load Birdie, crazy bird lady, oh, here we go, now it's fawn turn, so they're all like, ooh, sex time. So, you know, my birds are going to appear younger. There's going to be one less, because soon as my recent, look at them, they're also, be gentle, Fawn. Good boy. Yeah, I'm watching you. You have to sit down there sooner. Gentle. And she's a screamer too. Look at good Freya. Frigg! Don't pull her feathers while she's being mounted. Dude. I do listen. Yeah, I'm watching you. Be gentle. One at a time and be gentle. So if you want duckies, if you're thinking of duckies, be prepared for that. You know, some people just have females, and I'm like, I think, you know, it's part of duck culture to be that driven sexually, and, you know, I don't know. I just think that something is lost within the health of the girls or the boys, especially with ducks, because the amount of like chooks, you can't just have a rooster on his own. Like, you know, their whole reason for existence is the member of the opposite sex, pretty much, you know. So it doesn't matter how much you love them and everything, they do need that. They're very social birds. Yeah. No. Oh, Freya, look at your beautiful nutmeg face. Yeah. She reminds me of a hot cocoa with a marshmallow and nutmeg sprinkled on top. Her colourings are just gorgeous. Freya. Oh. Here's Suna. Oh, you're such a big silk. Look at you. Oh, Fawn. My little green man. Yeah. Anyway, blessed be Mary Part. I will upload this pretty much now. Yeah. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm a crazy human. Yeah. What, Papa? Blessed be Mary Part. What, Papa?